We apologize for that technical challenge. Now, Channel 12 News at 1. President Muhammadu Buhari has reaffirmed Nigeria's enduring commitment to upholding, promoting, and protecting democratic values and principles, addressing a virtual global summit on democracy convened by U.S. President Joe Biden. The president said institutions that underpin a resilient democratic society will also be strengthened. He said since coming to power in 2015, his administration has been able to introduce mechanisms to ensure free, fair, and credible elections, while key anti-corruption agencies have also been strengthened. Despite the nation's democratic achievements, President Muhammadu Buhari, however, said Nigeria continues to face the challenge of insecurity, which poses a threat to democracy. He therefore called on global partners to support federal government efforts at tackling insurgency and terrorism. The president assured the world leaders of his commitment to putting in place necessary mechanisms to ensure that Nigeria records another peaceful transfer of power to an elected democratic government by ensuring free, fair, and transparent elections in 2023. Meanwhile, political office holders must strive to touch lives by coming up with life-transforming programs to change the narratives on dividends of democracy. President Muhammadu Buhari gave the advice at the launch of an autobiography by former national chairman of the All Progressive Congress, Chief Bisi Akande, in Lagos. Musa Toliat reports.
President Muhammadu Buhari joined chieftains and members of the ruling All Progressive Congress who came in their numbers to felicitate with their former national chairman, Chief Bisi Akande, who describes the celebrant as a detribalized and incorruptible man, decided to tease him and chieftains of the APC.
Akande was the victim, along with other AD governors, of a diabolical double cross. This book is a historical document. Students will find this an invaluable source of Nigeria's politics, notably between 1999 and 2020.
He is our president. We love him. He's one of us. We always want him to relax and come and stay with us, be at dinner with us, Let our children eat with him, touch his clothes, and let him know that we love him.
Reality was not forgotten in the midst of lighter mood as national leader of the APC, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, urged politicians to emulate the giant strides achieved by Chief Bisi Akande in and out of political office.
The book truly affirmed that Chief Akande places high premium on integrity and truthfulness. It will not be otherwise indeed. Many say President Buhari and Chief Bisi Akande are two of a kind.
Whenever Papa Akande's name is mentioned, it is in company of words like integrity, courage, principle.
His honesty saved him several times in his life.
The message inherent in the autobiography and the need for other statements to allow the autobiographies to be published was also mentioned. The event featured review and presentation of the 545-page book. In Lagos, Musa Tolian, NTA News.
Ships, boats, and helicopters. Among the boats inducted is the Seaworld Defence Boat 3, which is the third engineered boat built and constructed by the Naval Dockyard Limited. The president said the feat is in line with the federal government's policy on locally produced goods. Michael Olaleye reports.
Securing the Nigerian waterways and by extension its exclusive economic zone has received a boost in the last few years. This ceremony is coming barely 6 months after the inauguration of the Dibru platform by President Muhammadu Buhari. Together with the induction of these newly acquired assets, the president believes will boost the capacity of the Navy in securing the Nigerian maritime domain.
Given our present high dependence on oil and gas revenues, the Navy is undeniably a major contributor to the economic well-being of our country.
From 2015 till date, this is the third major induction of naval assets in the Nigerian Navy, and one of the ships on display is NNS Oji. It is the third Seaworld Defence ship locally produced by the Naval Dockyard Limited.
I commend the Navy's effort at maintaining a steady course in its drive for local content development, which is in tandem with the philosophy of our administration. Furthermore, the federal government commitment to properly equip the Navy with the right mix of platforms has seen the service take delivery of Nigerian Navy ship Ghana in May this year from France. Local partners should share in this commendation for their efforts at local facilitation as outlined in the government's local content policy.
To complement maritime domain awareness of the Navy,
The National Orientation Agency has called on stakeholders to inculcate the core values of honesty, mutual respect, equity, and cooperation in young ones to address the growing insecurity, violent extremism, thuggery, and kidnapping facing the country. This was the thrust of a sensitization program organized by the agency in Abeokuta, Ogun State capital. The reports. The National Orientation Agency said the program is aimed at mobilizing citizens to act in ways that promote peace, harmony, and national development. Ogun State Director of the agency, Christopher Obadino, said values reorientation and attitudinal changes are needed to address the root cause of the various threats to our national security.
Unless everybody, address this issue of values, our national values, values of patriotism, integrity, hard work, respect for others, good neighborliness, patriotism, nationalism, when we begin to care for one another, and even prayer. Do you realize that the issue now has got to the point that we need to call upon God?
Speakers at the occasion, including Ogun State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Tomi Koka, represented NDLEA, police and the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps charged parents to be alive to the responsibilities of effective monitoring of their ward towards addressing the societal ills.
Building our future together, the responsibility of all. must put their hands on it to eradicate and reduce the menace of drug abuse in our system that could lead to political thuggery, crime, kidnapping, rape, and other related offenses.
Parents and as women, that we have a lot to do. So I just feel that even from our own end, as NCWS, we are going to do a lot.
Yeah. In fact, I'm impressed what I heard today, and the hit to the very problem of Nigerians, especially the hard drugs. They have caused a lot of harm and good to Nigerians.
The program has as its theme national security, orientation against political thuggery, kidnapping, drug addiction, radicalism, and violent extremism. In Abeokuta, Yemidalemo, NTA News. The chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, says the commission did not come up with the cost of party primaries by political parties. He stated this shortly after he met House Committee on Appropriations. National Assembly correspondent Dayo Gushola completes the report. Brought to you in a subsequent bulletin. Moving on, children under the age of 5 in Imekwafon have benefited from the 2021 National Immunization Plus Day by the federal government to immunize children against all vaccine-preventable diseases. Tokpe Alabin reports that the 4-day exercise captured about 38,500 children from across the 10 wards in Imekwafon local government area of Ogun State.
The National Immunization Plus Days is a federal government's continuous immunization of children under 5 years against all vaccine-preventable diseases with a view to preventing avoidable deaths in the country. Completing all stipulated immunization from birth is critical as children are most susceptible to infections during early childhood years. This is why the federal government, in conjunction with the state government, execute this 4-day immunization of children under 5 towards the eradication of diseases in Nigeria.
We all know what polio is. This one, the children have been receiving vaccine, and those that have not even started, just born, it will boost their immunity against poliomyelitis. And if a child is paralyzed, we know what it means. So it's better to protect, prevent, than to allow it to occur. And glory be to God, we don't have any case of rejection at all.
120 teams of health workers administered the oral polio vaccines on children from house to house throughout the local government, while transit and fixed teams focused on children at markets and religious places.
The what government done to our children is very okay, because they prevent our children to don't have any disease.
This is a program that's very nice. It keeps the child to be energetic, and also it gives them health. It's an opportunity for them, most especially for the parents. It assists them, it assists the children also.
The National Immunization Plus Days is a routine exercise by the federal government to boost immunity in children and prevent deadly diseases. Inimeko, Tokwe Alabi, NTA News.
Thank you, Tope. Ogun State government has reiterated commitment to giving continued support to the state-owned broadcasting station, Ogun State Broadcasting Corporation, OGBC, to enable it maintain an enviable standard of excellence in news and programming that will further better the society. Model station. The State Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Wahid Odushile, stated this at the 45th anniversary celebration of OGBC in Abeokuta. Lekon Agbonde reports.
It's been 4.5 decades of excellence and quality broadcasting of news and programs content that made Ogun State Broadcasting Corporation, OGBC, one of the foremost radio stations in the country. To celebrate the milestone achievement, management and staff of the station, retired veterans and other dignitaries, as well as top government functionaries, converged on the Ibarra housing estate premises of the station to mark the 45th anniversary. Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Alhaji Wahid Odushile, who was represented, and the head of service, Dr. Nofiu Aigoro, noted that the standards which kept the station as a model station in the country that has also modeled many professionals in broadcast industry should continue to be the focus of the station, while government will continue to provide needed assistance for optimal performance.
The role of mass media is stereotyped, if not totally arrested such, can never be emphasized. Radio station and quoted work that can actually be trusted to that. OGBC, you are first of its kind, you are new secondary, you are out of the task.
We are proud of OGBC, the legacy of the founding fathers of the OGBC, and the present crop of staff led by the GM, Ms. Toyin Shogbeson. We are going to be supportive to the leadership of OGBC to ensure that we reposition OGBC.
General Manager of the station, Mrs. Toyin Shogbeson, while expressing gratitude to the state government, reaffirms the commitment of the staff to sustain higher level of professionalism despite the challenges.
And we're enjoying the cooperation of the present administration. Like we know, the requests of the various departments, MDAs in Ogun State, are many, and is attending to them one after the other. Had it been that we've been enjoying this type of attention, OGBC would have gone a very, very long way.
The event featured presentation of long service awards in various categories to some staff for their contributions to the success stories of the station. In Abeokuta, Lekon Agbonde, NTA News.
Congratulations to our sister station, OGBC. Moving on, the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA Abeokuta, has reiterated its resolve to partner corporate organizations, individuals, and groups with a vision to impact positively on society through promotion of their activities to the public. General Manager of NTA Abeokuta, Mrs. Fumi Wakama, gave this assurance while receiving in audience the newly appointed Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Ojulowo Omoluabi Empire, who paid the management of the station a visit in Abeokuta. Muyiwa among his report we brought to you in our subsequent bulletin. And it's on that note that we wrap up the news for one. Thank you for watching. Good afternoon.